Good morning, beautiful family.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, the 17th of beautiful November. So we are leaving Lynchburg and we wanted to share with you the continuation of the magic yesterday. So the drive down was just spectacular for our anniversary, as we love listening to our sacred brother Wigzaro. Wigzaro's music is just phenomenal, and Michael and I have had several trips where we play Wigzaro's music and we're just dancing and just going nuts in our hearts, and it's so and it's loud and we're just going for it like the car is going to take off. So then getting into the safari, Michael and I are so sensitive. We're not zoo people. That really hurts us. And this place I have always had the wish to visit it because the animals get to roam around. And so when we called yesterday, they named so many animals that we'd never even heard of. I didn't even know what they were. But some of the ones like elk and buffalo and bull, ostrich, emu, what else?
Antelope, bison.
These ones we know, but some of those other ones we had no idea, right? So we went there. We wanted to go full out. We wanted to have a full experience in the car. And
tell them what it was. It's a drive-in safari where when you enter, there's these graded gates where all of a sudden there's an opportunity for you to get these feed buckets. And these feed buckets which is funny because you think these feed buckets you're just going to gently give to the animals, and they're going to it's going to be something that's going to be nice and graceful before we went in. And the whole way down, Honey and I were like, well, we're going to get there before the animals are going to be there. Are they going to be open? It's going to be too late. We're kind of getting a late ride on the road. So the whole way down, I'm like, okay, universe, I'm so excited for the animals to welcome us. Like, animals, just give us the most beautiful welcoming party when we get there. No joke. When we get to the gate, there must have been the biggest animals with the biggest horns that took Honey from this seat and made her jump all the way to the back seat because she did not know how to contain her excitement, anxiety, fear, joy, happiness, and terror at the same time.
Yeah. Literally, I mean, the video is live. You get to see it. So we get there, and so we have 6 buckets, and it's just. So I want to, of course, video the experience and experience it. They said put the windows down. The animals come, but I am such an animal lover. So the amount of just joy and ecstasy I was feeling can't even capture. And then here they are, the animals, like they're all these wishes I had to be able to be near a buffalo like that, or like touch a llama or emu or any of those. And
Mexican water buffalo.
They're all right there. So as we got there, they came right up, and it was so overwhelming.
Tell them what they did to my boat, to my.
The first one is like they just one of them was. We weren't prepared. It's perfect.
They took the bucket out of my hand.
One of them just took Michael's bucket and just took it. And so we have the whole thing is live, which I feel like just go through all the videos so we have a field day with it. And it was so overwhelming sitting here. Just Michael was very calm. I was so excited, overjoyed.
Still an understatement.
I couldn't contain myself. I just couldn't contain myself. And then also at the same time scaring them while scaring myself. So it was
what
so
did you
perfect.
learn about that, honey? I'm asking you.
I feel there's nothing to learn. I'm just too excited. It's my love. It's insane. Huh?
So there's always something to learn about it. What did your Malajun say? What did she tell you?
Okay, so too much excitement is not good because I obviously didn't sleep at all last night. Okay, let me just say about last night because my heartbeat was so high. Still, every time I looked at any of the pictures of the animal, it brought me right there. And of course, on top of it, we'd stayed in this freaking incredible shipping container, one of these homes that was incredible. I just didn't get any sleep last night.
So can I express the lesson? When you're filled with a great amount of excitement, a great amount of joy, it's wonderful to feel that, but there's also a level of balance and alignment of allowing yourself not to get too like overly wound up. Meaning like you roll up a window, you take a deep breath, you allow yourself.
I took no breath last night, yesterday, Michael. Nothing.
So learning.
My ancient breath would have come handy. Nothing.
Reminding
No
yourself
well breath came into handy.
In future situations, because obviously you want to sleep. Obviously you want to maintain balance because you were so exhausted that you passed out last night very early. And you know, for your health, you don't want to exhaust your adrenaline to the point where it wipes you out.
But I wouldn't do it any other way. I love how hardcore I was with it. The amount of joy, and of course it's like extreme amount of joy, all the animals at once. So that's why I could never work at a place like that. It's too much for me, for my system. That much animals one at once. No, it's too much. I feel a lot.
If you're on a boat and there's all these whales that surface.
No, I'm gonna pass out from excitement, Michael.
Don't you want to enjoy the experience?
I will enjoy it so much.
So if you want to enjoy the experience, you also want to enjoy the opportunity to maintain yourself before passing out.
Okay, hold on. It was fabulous. It was the best anniversary ever. I had the best anniversary ever, Michael. It was the best. And then so here's what happened. So finally we get to Lynchburg, and we're trying to get. By that time I was so hungry.
Don't cut it short. When we drove through all the animals.
So it's 3.5 miles of safari, and I was so happy animals were free, Michael.
Also explain, this is in the Blue Ridge Mountains out of the Shenandoah Valley.
That's right.
So it's a beautiful drive down.
So beautiful.
You're in a place where it's not exactly the most crowded because it's November, it's a weekday, and after going through the safari, not that we're a big fan of zoos, but the way they spread the animals out, they had a variety of animals, from cheetahs to tigers to kangaroos to giraffes to a wild bird sanctuary that literally,
and then the ginormous anteater.
I've never seen an anteater
Never.
that big. So it gives you, and then when I looked at the pictures there's actually rhinoceroses there. Those are the things I'd be careful of denting your car, but they show pictures. Either way, there is for people like us that are not a big fan of animals in captivity, they did a great way of showing animals that had more space. And what I was surprised with, for a place like Virginia in the Mid-Atlantic area where it's very deciduous to the area, to the weather, they had a lot of tropical, or at least animals that I would consider to be in a warm, heated community. Right. Like I would think giraffes and kangaroos in places that the weather doesn't get down to the 30s, but they take all the animals, and they said below a certain temperature, they place the animals into their own shelters so that they can withstand the heat, cold, which is beautiful because by the end we saw these two employees that were feeding these penguins there, and you can just see that the nature of the employees there were giving a very beautiful level of kindness and respect to the animals, which I feel goes a long way when you want to support a safari in Virginia, which is almost a surprise. And we say safari loosely because obviously, when we say safari, the true safari is in Africa, and that's when you need bodyguards and guns to protect yourself.
However, I do tell you, I feel this was the best preparation for safari. Go to one of these soft safaris, get all that excitement, because I told Michael last night, I said, Michael, could you imagine if you were in Africa safari, I would have seen a lot. I would have passed out from severe excitement. I wouldn't be able to contain my joy. So I have got to work with this level of, I get ecstatic,
because in safaris in Africa you have to be quiet when you come across the line.
So that's why I would be a disaster.
You can't go spaz.
I know. So I was a spaz yesterday. So I'm getting it out of when you're talking about what did I learn. I am a spaz when it comes down. I remember when Bahamas I went to be with the dolphin. I hugged the dolphin so much I couldn't let it go. I was so excited.
I'm happy I was driving because you were driving, I think you would have ran over a couple animals, but
No,
too
there's
excited.
no way I would have driven.
You would have probably hit
no
the gas
way.
versus the brake.
Just anyway, so there's the full video actually on Essential Alchemist, like when we meet the buffalo. So here it is, like so much respect
One
for
other thing.
buffalo and elk.
For those that watch the video, I will give them a very powerful healing if you can guess the amount of times Honey says Michael before the video. Michael! 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 Michael!
That was my nervousness, excitement, joy, everything.
Michael! Michael!
It's like this other side of me comes out. What was happening to me?
The white feather just flew.
I just saw the white feather. So anyway, but to experience
That's my dad right there.
experience touching an elk, I had to come from the ceiling here and touch its antlers, the roof. It was so spectacular. I have so much gratitude for a place like this because sometimes as humans we want to interact with the animals, but we just can't. And what a great opportunity just to experience that. And then there's this part with all these birds. I feel that was probably my absolute favorite. You go in and they just flying through you, flying. I just stood, put my hands up in the air. It was amazing. So anyway, after all of that, we had to drive an hour to Lynchburg, cross the bridge. By that time I was so hungry because it's a windy road. And we went to, so I want to tell you what happens when we're in joy, we're continuing the celebration of joy. So and of course I had booked a place for us at this incredible shipping container home. What are you looking for?
There's a BP right there.
Oh, you're still looking to put a gas?
Oh,
There's gonna be so much more gas, love.
I do a little bit. I'm only 48 miles right now, but okay.
Okay. So anyway, so this shipping container, I really wanted to stay in it. The pictures look phenomenal. And Michael and I a couple months ago had talked about how much we would love to have these shipping containers on the land that at some point we'll have. So anyway, I was very excited to get there. So last night we get to a Thai restaurant. This precious girl comes, so we get a chance to talk to her. We're hungry. We get the soup and we're talking with her, and she's just adorable. So we told her we just come from this safari. She was totally connecting with us. We just felt this deep connection with her. And this happens to us often anyway when we're on the road.
So Honey leaves and I go pay for the check and she's like, "Where are you guys from?" I said, right outside DC. She's like, "Oh, I was in DC this past weekend." I was like, "Really?" And so I was like, "Yeah, we travel, we're healers." She was like, "Yeah, I just finished my massage school." I was like, "Really?" And so it was interesting because Honey and I were like, "Gosh, how nice would it be?"
So
to
earlier
get
in the
some
day we had
massages.
said how nice it would be for us to get massage this morning.
So it was so cute because even Honey at the table was intuitively thought.
And when we
you know,
sat there, I was like, God, it would be so nice. Let's look up to see if we can get a massage for our anniversary.
So I started talking to her, and we just started connecting about what's happening in the world, and just I could just see this is like one of these peeps where you meet, and all of a sudden the vibrations linking. So she tells me about this about massage, and I didn't think twice because we were just maybe wanting to get back. So as soon as we get back, I turn around and I'm like, maybe. I should
No.
go.
So So we got in the car. Michael was like, "Hey, honey, do you know the girl was a massage therapist?" I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Let's contact her. Let's find out." Because I was like, I was hoping we would get a massage. So Michael was like, "Maybe it would be weird if you asked her." I said, "No, let's call
When I
her."
say weird, just because
We just met her.
we just met her, she's a beautiful
Very
woman,
beautiful
young
former model.
young in her mid-20s, and here we are, us coming in with our crystals and our, flamboyant, laughter, and it's funny, like, Honey and I, we walk into a place, we're not like the normal Joes, so, I called her up and I was like, "Hey, we know that you're a massage therapist. I know this sounds very
We
strange."
called the restaurant.
I was like, "Is this Alondra?" No, she said, "Eleni." I'm like, "Oh, Eleni." I was like, "I know this sounds strange, but like, if you're open, would you be open to do 2 massages
For
tomorrow?
us in the morning.
Or recommend any massage?" And she's like, "Okay, let me text you back." And so she hung up the phone. I'm like, "Okay, maybe she's gonna text us back, or maybe she thinks we're kind of weird because we're just like asking some random stranger for a massage," which is very unique because Honey and I
We don't have others work on us like
very
that.
rarely.
Very rare.
We're very particular because we just want to have very unique energy because we understand the
Yeah.
energy we work with. So we don't just go to just any random massage therapist, let alone a waitress
Yeah.
that we haven't even seen her face because it's covered in a mask.
Yeah.
So it's like one of
yeah.
those areas where you're just kind of like you're putting it out to the universe.
So anyway, we got to the house, the shipping container house. We go in and we bless you, Michael. We are bedazzled of this freaking unbelievable 2-floor, meticulous, gorgeous design shipping container. It was like a total dream that had dropped into my lap because it was exactly an image that I had with us on when we have the land, these places like this. I just wanted to stay in it to see what it was like. So here it was. We're just like, wow, this is like the most magical day. We've stayed in so many awesome places over the years at Airbnbs. So then Eleni texts us back. She said, yes, I'll do your massages tomorrow morning. We're like, great.
Get there early. We have a checkout at 11, which is even better.
Yeah.
Most checkouts are at 10 o'clock.
So anyway, so we organized for her to come in the morning. So then Michael and I went to go sleep. By that time I was tired. But of course, Michael starts showing me, we want to go through now our pictures. So I start seeing the pictures of Michael. I'm more activated again. My heart starts pulsing. We start laughing again. All this experience. And I told Michael, I said, my grandmother used to say, too much excitement is not good before bedtime. And then try to sleep, but I'm too excited being inside the shipping container home. I have all these ideas of design going through me now. I got no sleep last night, but I was blissfully beside myself from joy, just overflowing joy. So we wake up in the morning, Eleni comes, sets it up. She's like, I've been living it, I've never seen this. So she loved it. So she's this precious 24-year-old, super awoken. Again, another soul family member.
In the middle of a place
In the
called
middle of
Lynchburg, Virginia, which you can only imagine a place that's in Bible Belt community. God bless them. Very beautiful people in the area.
Yeah.
Very southern, very kind of like in your old-fashioned kind of.
But she doesn't have the community.
Alone, in a spiritual level. Here she is. Went to this well-being holistical massage school, and like that, she
bonded.
came over.
Yeah.
She gave massages. We told her, how the importance of all of the gems that you can add to your well-being of being not only just a massage therapist, but expanding your consciousness and spirit. And I thought it was precious because she's been like looking for this, and it couldn't have been any better for two people literally to come into a restaurant. Here she is, a waitress. Then we're aligning 2 massages. Then, a gift that my mom gave me for our anniversary, gave us this gift, and I was like, let's just give this gift to her. Let's just flip it.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's so nice.
It was so beautiful.
When you can really take it. I think this is the most important one. You can be blessed by magic and share that magic. And just say, you know what, pass it on. Because Honey and I are such givers that we just want to like share the abundance of what's before us and then pass that on so people can, in this world, if we can keep giving in the kindness and respect of what we so blessed receive, imagine how much joy, love, and compassion can be created.
It was
phenomenal.
magical, and to see her like just so lit up, and also like another soul family member. She's like, she was born in Frederick. She's like, I cannot wait to come.
Frederick, Maryland, right north of us, 20 minutes.
So she's like, I want to come up with my partner, have a session with both of you, and so we totally bonded, and we thanked the owner of the place, and I messaged her. I was like, I really want to talk to you about this shipping container. Like, she's like, I'll definitely talk to you about it. Told us who's the designer, and just total. Where's the BP? I think it's closed, love. That one look closed, and just the joy of staying in that joy. So one of the things that I want to share with this is that we have learned when you really give yourself yourself permission to celebrate the joy and continue and continue and continue. There's this old program, okay, you had fun, that should be enough. This is again another old program that we are dismantling. When you're in the vibration of joy, stay in the joy and continue is that the farm that we bought all those stuff from? That's where we bought.
We got it right there.
Yeah.
That little store right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to come back a route and spread love versus the last time we drove this road.
Exactly. And so, and the joy of just continue to stay in our vibration. Don't let it stop. Keep enjoying. Another thing that brings joy, another things, and somehow that true alchemy, which is the magical realm, appears before you with flow. And for her, she's like, this is truly also, this is the way I see the world, as
Beautiful,
again magic.
sweet.
Exactly like this.
Precious
Always
girl.
divine perfection. So it's so beautiful. She's going to take part in our Tuesday night meditation, so it's going to be wonderful. And now we're just driving, so let us show you a little bit. The mountain in front of us,
Blue Ridge Mountains.
little Blue Ridge Mountain. There's a lot of ships here and all of that. So we had such a beautiful day. I'm just so grateful. I when I did the prayer this morning, Michael, I just sat in so much gratitude of everything we've experienced and this moment and just how we were blasted and blessed with all those animals. I felt like we were so blessed. Of course they came to eat food, but their energy came to bless us. All of this, that's what was happening to me too. I feel like I was being like blasted one after another. Like, wow.
I feel like we couldn't have chosen
A better experience.
A better experience of really divine fifth dimensional frequency animals that came at you with love, because
Yeah.
so many people, even myself, you would imagine if you enter a park with buffaloes, you would enter a park
Elk.
with horns that are beyond like the size you've ever seen, and they would come charging at you, and yet all of them were very tame, they were very open, they were gentle until they saw the food and they would grab it up. But it wasn't like this hostile area, and I feel like it gives you this, what I can't wait to write more about, is just this deep connection of what it is to share those moments with the precious creatures of our earth.
Yes.
Like, these animals are so precious, and to really, when you look at them, like, how can you possibly hurt an animal when they have that amount of
love.
sacredness?
Love.
There's such a sacredness of energy that they share, that they want to be. I mean, some of the female elks were just so beautiful.
Oh my God, the white ones.
It's like you could just be aware, and they just sat there and you were petting them, and it's like such joy.
I feel
in
I'm
what the world
so
creates.
fulfilled, and I feel like, please do go there, pay the overpriced food containers, support. Like, if you're gonna spend your money, put the money in these types of things. Let it go so much further. It's incredible. So grateful for places like this that can allow that connection to human and the soul. It's truly amazing. So thank you for this long video sharing with all of you. We're just so fulfilled, and we have a good 4-hour drive back now. Sending everybody infinite love. Talk to you all later. Have a beautiful, blessed, magical, delicious day, and always. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.